Arrgh, mateys! Welcome to some Kari Zev. Let's see who's walking the plank tonight. I do apologize. If you are a pirate, I apologize if my accent is offensive. I'm trying it in my best taste to make a pirate accent. But yeah, you can't help but play Kari Zev and not want to make a pirate accent. Let's see if our opponent's going to. I'll give our opponent about 30 seconds to see if they're going to click OK or not. Usually this, if we're at this screen right here, it means they're. Oh, there we go. Oh, we got some Tymna and Thrasios action. Oh yeah, this is a nasty deck right here. This is pretty gnarly. As far as opening hand goes, yeah, this is pretty good. We got Ancient Tomb, Outpost Siege, Hero's Blade, Swiftfoot Boots. Yeah, we're going to keep on this one. But yes, welcome to some Kari Zev. We're going to have two people walking the plank tonight. Hope you have your eye patch ready. Let's start with Kari Zev. So Kari Zev, she has First Strike and Menace. Whenever she attacks, create a legendary 2/1 red monkey token. Red monkey creature token named Ragavan that's tapped and attacking. Wheel of Fate. Okay, so spin for 2. I think what we want to do is Ancient Tomb and Swiftfoot Boots because we want to get that down as quick as we can. We'll be able to cast Kari Zev, use that extra mana off the Ancient Tomb and equip it, and then be in a good spot to where we can start swinging in. Because we definitely want to close the game out as quick as we can, especially against this deck right here. Don't want to let them get. I've played against this deck before, I'm pretty sure, and it gets pretty gnarly pretty quick. Pretty sure it's 4 killer walkers right there. Traxa without Traxa being the commander. Nature's Claim on Swiftfoot Boots. Okay, had it coming. I'll take that though. But yes, this is Kari Zev Voltron. Actually, let's cover what our opponent's commanders do. So we're playing against Tymna the Weaver. She has lifelink at the beginning of your post-combat main phase. You may pay X life, where X is the number of opponents that were dealt combat damage this turn. If you do, draw X cards. Playing against Thrasios. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Whenever really top card of your library for 4. If it's a land card, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, draw a card. Okay. So go and get the mountain down. And unfortunately, we can't get Kari Zev up and running. But we do have a quick Gauntlet of Might to follow up. And that's going to be pretty solid right there. We'll have a lot of mana, and we've got a lot of mountains to support it with. But let's go ahead and get Kari Zev down right now. Alright, Kari Zev, welcome! Alright, Thrasios, you're going to be walking the plank tonight, buddy. Man, it would have been so nice to have those Swiftfoot Boots. But that is Commander. Opponent ran some artifact destruction. And that happens, so... But it basically negated our 2 Ancient Tombs. Alright, so following up next turn. So we've got Mountain. So we can tap out, get down Gauntlet of Might. That's going to allow us to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can get down Outpost Siege and Hero's Blade if we want to. Off that Gauntlet of Might. And our opponent has no mountains in the deck. So we can get it down and just be completely good to go. Alright, we got Tymna coming in hot. And then, yeah. Alright. So let's go ahead and get the, let's get the mountain down. I want to get down Gauntlet of Might. Now, we can swing in right now. It's First Strike. We don't have a way to give her, like any sword. But I think we're just going to go Gauntlet of Might this turn. Alright, so Kari Zev is going to be a 2/4. We could swing in. We've got 3 damage that's going to be dealt between the 2 commanders. So if they block with Tymna, we can assign all the damage. Yeah, we're looking at 3, and we get Kari Zev. Yeah, we'll go and swing in. Swing in a little extra commander damage. And look at that Ragavan, 3/2 Ragavan. He is excited. All right, so we're going to get him for 5, drop down to 36, 33. Got 2 commander damage, exile that Ragavan token. And then, yeah, we're going past the turn. Okay, now as far as next turn goes, so we're going to have Hero's Blade. Each of our mountains is going to tap for 2. So we can get down to Hero's Blade. The Hero's Blade is going to attach to Ragavan, which is going to make Ragavan really big. So this should be pretty good right there. And we're trying to just outrace our opponent at this point in the game right now. It's going to be a little hard with this commander combination. But yeah. Oh, and I love the new commander damage because... Oh, there we go. Hold on. You can see who's dealt you, even the partners or whatever. So if you're playing multiplayer, you can see how much commander damage you have. It's really nice. Okay, Kari Zev. Let's go and get the mountain down. Champion's Helm. Yeah, let's see if we can't. Let's see if we can't stick some Champion's Helm on this one. It'll be a little bit of a removal test on this one. Alright, so we're going to get down Champion's Helm. Either this counter spell, or our opponent does have some removal that they're holding on to, waiting for us to do something. So this is going to be a good point in the game for us to kind of give that little test right now. Let's see, you got our fingers crossed. Ah, we got some, what do we got? Destroy target, okay, we saw that coming. Okay. Alright, and then, let's see. Is there any certain way we want to sequence this? We can wait until we have more mana. We can go Outpost Siege. Yeah, because Hero's Blade's just going to cost 2, and whenever we cast it, we can get her down, and then try and get in spots where we're going to get down Champion's Helm. Yeah, let's go Outpost Siege. Yeah, probably going to go cons on that one. The little extra card draw. And then we'll get Kari Zev up. And if this turns into a counter spell, sure, that's fine with me. Oh, we got some scry action, okay. Okay, sorry, I was making, I had muted my mic earlier, and then I just had this, we're going to choose cons on this one. Beginning of your upkeep, yeah. I had this sudden fear that I'm probably about, let's see, about 6 or 7 minutes into this video, and I didn't turn my muted mic off, so I got really worried for a second, so that's why I paused right there. But yeah, I've really enjoyed Kari Zev so far. It's been a really fun commander. I don't really have a mono red commander, and I don't have a Voltron commander, because that's what we're doing with Kari Zev. Kari Zev's Voltron. We're trying to put as much stuff on there as we can, and just kind of close the game out with commander damage. But yeah, she's been a lot of fun. Definitely, I'm not regretting building her. She has been a very fun commander so far. Okay. So we got Outpost Siege. We have a mountain that we can play. I'm definitely going to play that because we do have that Gauntlet of Might out there. So let's go mountain. Let's see if we can get Kari Zev up and running. So we're looking at Hero's Blade for 2. Yeah, how do we want to sequence this? Yeah, well, I'll go and tap that Ancient Tomb. Alright, so that way we can equip it on there and get the Champion's Helm up and running. Alright, let's go Kari Zev. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. And Gauntlet of Might is just solid in this deck, man. It's a pump. Taps all of our mountains. Beautiful, beautiful card. Okay. Let's go and get the Hero's Blade on there. And too bad we can't equip it instant speed. That would be so nice. But, I mean, if our opponent has any type of removal, we're just going to try and run it out right there. Okay, looks like maybe some, what is it, the Utter End, maybe? Getting fired off? Our opponent is tapping for... No, they're tapping for more. Wretch Confluence. Target player draws a card, loses 1 life. Target creature just -2, -2, and -2. We don't have a creature power 4 or greater. Yeah, it's just going to give it Double Strike, which is not going to do anything. Yep, you got it. Okay. So we tried to stick Kari Zev. Hey, our opponent's got tons of removal on that one, so not going to happen. I think at this point in the game, let's go ahead and suspend this Wheel of Fate. And then we have Tymna Battle Rage, and we can just re-rack next turn. The good thing about trying to recast Kari Zev a bunch of times is we have this Gauntlet of Might out here, and our mountains are tapping for double. So we're not really taking that much of a... we're going to be basically going to be able to cast Kari Zev every time. So... let's get Kari. Where is Kari? Get back up here, Kari Zev. You're the king of this show. And eventually, at some point in the game, our opponent will run out of removal. But we're just going to keep jamming Kari Zev until we can get that Champion's Helm on there. And then give her Double Strike. Okay, so we got Outpost Siege. Let's see. Adventure's Fair. Wheel of Fate. Fury of the Horde. Okay, so let's get the Adventure's Fair down. Let's try Kari Zev again. We're looking at 6 mana. Do we want to tap the Ancient Tomb? We're looking at 1, 2. Yeah, we'll go and tap it right now. Go big or go home, because we'll need some of this for Tymna Battle Rage. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, hold on. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That leaves up 2 green mana. I mean, 2 red mana for us to kind of mess around. Yeah, we'll go and do that. We are at 25. I'd hate to lose to like 2 damage or something like that. That'd be pretty bummer. And then eventually, hopefully, they'll just run out of threats. But if you've got 400 pieces of removal in the deck, it's going to be hard for us to get down Kari Zev. But we've got a this is a very nice board state, so I'm definitely going to have to go ahead and post this video because this is exactly how you want the deck to play out. Outpost Siege, Gauntlet of Might, Champion's Helm, Hero's Blade for Ragavan. You just imagine a monkey running across over there. Oh, beautiful. Okay, Mystic Confluence, unless they pay 3. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3... 4. I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's gonna be. We're not gonna be able to pay that. Yeah, you got it. Not gonna pay 3. Okay. Let's see what else. Yeah, we'll go and pass the turn. Once again, we're just going to go ahead and just try and jam Kari Zev again next turn. If we just keep ripping mountains, then we can just get into this spot to where we're just going to have Gauntlet Pyro out there and trying to get her down there. But yeah, when you run a Voltron and they have tons of answers for Kari Zev, it's a little hard to get up and running. But yes, like I was saying, this is a very good hand right here. And let's double check our Wheel of Fate. It's suspended at 3 right now. Okay, that'll give us a good little opportunity to kind of refield our hand. Maybe we can kind of get into another creature that we can attach. We do have a few creatures in here. If we can't get Kari Zev down, we have a few creatures that's going to allow us to, once this creature comes into the battlefield, attach all equipment to it, or do this, or do blank. So, especially if our opponent taps out, I would love that. Teferi. Okay. Untap up to 4 target permanents. Our opponent does have 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, I get the minus. Yeah, I always forget that permanents you can do lanes on that one. But yeah, so like I said, if we can't get Kari Zev down, we do have some creatures that allow us to kind of. I think it's the Troll Hide. Not Troll Hide. It's not Troll Hide. That's a green enchantment. There's a red troll. I think he's a troll. You get him down, and you can equip anything to him for 0 mana. So that's always pretty cool. A Deep Glow Skate. Okay. Double, and that goes to 8. And that's a -10 right there. Okay. Let's see if I'm going to get old Kari Zev to stick around this turn. Okay. Storm Rider rig. And we got Wheel of Fate coming off suspension. Okay, we draw Mountain. That's actually pretty good for the turn. Storm Rider, yeah, we're okay on that one, at least right now. Yeah, let's go Kari Zev. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. And tap for 2 more. Do we need to tap that Ancient Tomb? No, we'll be okay. We'll still have red mana for Tymna Battle Rage. Alright, there we go. Finally, let's see if that sticks. Yes, we're going to use that ability. And then let's get the Champion's Helm on there. Might have something in response. We'll see. Okay, Kari Zev. And then, let's see. Do we want to have Trample right now? We can swing in at Teferi. He's going to get the plus on it. But Ragavan's going to be swinging in too. I mean, give Ragavan Double Strike if we want to. That sounds pretty good. Okay. Trying to click OK. There we go. I got a little worried right there. I didn't want I thought the game froze up for a second. Alright, let's go and swing in at Teferi. Wait, what is that? Did we just click through that? Oh, how did that happen? Wait, let me see. Oh, excuse me. He does not. Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself right now. Good night. Sorry about that. I'm thinking Hexproof. I'm thinking Swiftfoot Boots with Champion Helm. Sorry, this is honestly about the 3rd Kari Zev video I've recorded in a row. And sorry, one second. My wife just shot me a text. There we go. Yeah, this is like the 3rd Commander video in a row that I've recorded with Kari Zev, so I'm just like, I'm in pirate land with a bunch of swords. So I was thinking Champion's Helm gave Kari Zev haste. And so that's where I got mixed up. I was like, how did we skip through our draw step? But that's what it is. Okay, so our opponent fired off a Demonic Tutor. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's kind of re-rack as far as what we got going on. We do have Tymna Battle Rage. That's going to give Kari Zev Double Strike and Trample since it's a 7/8. So it's going to allow us to destroy target artifact. It can't be regenerated. Yeah, we're okay with that. We still have Tymna Battle Rage, which is kind of what matters. And we do have Fury of the Horde. Let's double check this Wheel of Fate. Yeah, it's not coming off suspension just yet. So we can get into a spot to where we can Fury. If we draw another red card, we do have to watch out for a counter spell, but we can Tymna Battle Rage, exile. Well, we have to rip 2 more red cards. Yeah, so it's going to be a little far from that one. But we can't get down the Cathedral of War. Okay, so let's get down the Outpost Siege. Mana Web. Actually, yeah, I kind of do like Mana Web. But we're going to be losing, let's double check. Wheel of Fate's coming off next turn, so we're going to be losing that one. Kari Zev's Expertise. Okay. You may cast a card with 2 or less from your hand without paying that mana cost. Sounds pretty solid. Let's make the land drop. Let's go Cathedral of War. So we'll be able to cast Temur Battle Rage off Kari Zev. We did lose the... we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we did lose the Gauntlet of Might. We could have gotten into a spot to where we could have Kari Zev'd and possibly Fury of the Horde too. Opponent's got 6 cards in hand. I hate to run Fury of the Horde into a counterspell, or we can gain control of the Deep Glow and kind of swing in at Teferi. We do need to kind of take care of Teferi. I think I like that. Yeah, let's go Teferi. We're going to choose the Deep Glow over there, and we're going to pay 3. And then we'll have Temur Battle Rage. Ooh, that value off that expertise right there. Beautiful. Alright, so we got Kari Zev's expertise getting fired off. Either way, we can still fire Temur Battle Rage off. And what we need to decide is if we want to Temur Battle Rage at our opponent to get that extra commander damage. Yes. Let's go Kari Zev. Yeah. Now, we can swing it at Teferi. Our opponent has a ton of commanders over there, so they're going to get the +10 on Teferi, the activation. I think right now, I've played against this deck before. This is just Atraxa Super Friends without Atraxa. What we're going to do is probably just swing in with Kari Zev and try and get as much commander damage as we can. Hopefully, we rip something off that Wheel of Fate coming off suspension next turn. And then we can also cast Mana Web the following turn to get our opponent to kind of tap out. So, Mana Drain. Okay. Equal to the amount of mana that spells, the converted mana cost. Okay. Gotcha. And then, yeah, that's it. So we're still going to go ahead and swing in. We're going to send Deep Glow over there to Teferi, and then still swing in Kari Zev for that commander damage. We got Ragavan coming in. Yeah, we'll probably go and send Ragavan over at Teferi, too. Yeah, there you go. Go, monkey, go. And then we're going to leave the Hero's Blade on Kari Zev. We're not going to do that. She's the hero of the show right now. And then we still have Mana Web to get down, to get into a spot to where we have Wheel of Fate, and we'll have complete, you know, if they want to tap out for a Planeswalker, then we'll have just freedom to do whatever we want. Oh, man, for some reason I thought Deep Glow had flying. It looks like it had flying. Sorry about that. It's one of those cards. I just looked at it real quick. I was like, oh, that's a flying creature. I didn't realize it was an aquatic creature. Sorry about that. Might have done that a little different. Let's go. Yeah, let's go Mana Web on this one. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can just tap out right there. Opponent has 4 mana up. Oh, you got a counter spell. Do you have it? Okay, we got some scry action. Okay, I'll take that. This is really good. Okay, if Mana Web's going to stick, we're going to have Mana Web onto the battlefield. You know, our opponent can get into some Teferi shenanigans, but with Mana Web, whenever they tap out, they're going to have to tap all of their creatures, or at least tap all of their lands. They can, in response to the Mana Web trigger, kind of get into spots where they can use Teferi for -1 to untap some stuff. But at least we have the Mana Web, and we have Wheel of Fate coming off. We're going to get a completely new hand, and if they want to do anything, they're going to have to tap all of their mana, or Mana Web's going to tap all of it. So, really good card, man. I love Mana Web. I have Mana Web in our Ishkana deck. That's really good. Kind of allows us to get into some nice little spider action off that one. So, but yeah, this has been a nice little match. Kari Zev's held her own. She's made about 4 or 5 trips to the command zone, so I'm sure she might have an eye patch on after this match. I think that would be okay. Okay, let's see what's getting tapped out. Now, they can't tap colorless, but as soon as they tap a land right there, we're going to have that Mana Web trigger. It's going to tap all of their lands. And then, well, I guess he was okay with it. I'm not sure what else they wanted to do. And then Teferi, our opponent's going to be able to untap Teferi and then tap a few lands. But if they retap it, they're going to have to retap everything over there. And it's going to tap, okay, and it's going to tap that Tundra now. Okay. Yeah, that's how it works. If you tap a land that can produce green, you need to tap all lands that produce green. And then if you tap white, it's going to tap white over there. Now, opponent has 6 mana floating. We do have a Teferi activation of -1 to untap some lands. So depending on how they untap it, they could get into a spot to where, you know, if they leave up a bunch of blue mana and they're going for a blue counterspell, then it might kind of, they're going to have to tap it again. So, but yeah, Mana Web's a really good card if you're trying to get into a spot to where, you know, we're not doing something busted over here, but it's really nice if our opponent's tapped out, so we can do a lot of stuff and swing in with some like Assault Probe and stuff. And so, it's really good in a deck like this, especially in our Ishkana deck. It allows us to kind of just get some stuff done on our turn that we need to get pushed through. So, all right. So we've got Rampant Growth getting fired off, coming to the battlefield tapped. Let's see. Unfortunately, we have no haste. So if something happens to Kari Zev, I can't remember how many trips have we made to the command zone. But right now, we're just trying to hit commander damage. That's what we're going for. We do have 8 commander damage up top. Yeah, if you haven't noticed, they started taking keeps track of the commander damage up top, so that's always really cool. If we can see that we've taken 8 from Tymna and 4 from Thrasios, so pretty sweet. Nice little upgrade right there. All right, so we have our opponent completely tapped out, and other than some type of snuff or some snuff out, but we do have a Wheel of Fate coming off suspension. We're going to draw 7 cards, and we still have Outpost Siege, so hopefully we should be able to hit some nice stuff. Let's get down the, let's go, how do we want to sequence this? Let's go Wheel of, actually let's go Outpost Siege. Let's go Inventor's Fair and then Wheel of Fate. That way, we'll take that suspension, we'll discard our hand, Fury of the Horde. And it's a sorcery, so we can't cast it during our upkeep. So let's go and cast Wheel of Fate, and then we'll still get that Outpost Siege. Ooh, beautiful. That's a nice little spread right there. I'd like a little bit more salt stuff, but Key to the City and Soul Ring. Okay, not too bad. And mana, we like drew all of our mana producing stuff over there. Okay, so how do we want to sequence this? We can go Inventor's Fair, so let's go Mana Crypt. Let's go Soul Ring. Get that extra mana. We'll go ahead and go Mana Vault. Let's activate Inventor's Fair. And we're going to search for an artifact. What gets us out of this? We can go, if we go the Caller, that's going to take care of our opponent's commander. We're completely open right now. So we can go Sword of, if we go Double Strike, Sword of Fire and Ice, +2/+2, protection from red and blue, deal 2 damage if we're going to draw a card. I think I like that. Let's double check though. Sword of Feast and untap all of our lands. We don't really want that. Sundial, no. If we go for the Scythe, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be, we don't have Trample though right now. That would be nice. Mindstone, Masterwork of Ingenuity, Mask of Memory, locks it on Warhammer. That'll make it a 9/7, and we're going to have Trample on that one. Dolmen's Gate. I think I like sort of, I think I like the Caller. Well, we do have Grafted War Gear that's going to come in. Yeah, I think I like, yeah, let's get some trample damage in here. We need to push some combat damage through. So let's go Loxodon Warhammer. Let's get down Loxodon Warhammer. So we're looking at 1, 2. Let's get down the Warhammer on Kari Zev. So we're looking at 3. And then we can get some Grafted War Gear. Let's go ahead and get down the Mountain. Let's go Grafted War Gear. Alright, so we've got 12/9 swinging in. Oh, look at that. Look at all that stuff right there. Beautiful. Okay. Swinging in for 12. We're not going to swing it at Teferi right now. We're coming in hot. We're doing commander damage. We're going to get that monkey token. We're going to have that exalted trigger. It's going to go 13/10. And, yeah, we'll go and swing it at Teferi. No, we're not going to use Hero's Blaze ability. We need to get as much commander damage as we can. Okay. So we got 13 coming across. I'm going to have to block, and we do have Trample. So it's going to be 6. Let's see. We're going to be able to we'll take care of those creatures right there either way. Alright, so 15 total commander damage. Exile Ragavan. Anything else we want to do? We only have 1 mana, and we still have mana web up. Okay, alright. Now, our creature has hexproof. Our opponent does have, I'm going to go ahead and close the graveyards out just because it doesn't really matter what we're doing. And I'm going to scoot over here. That way we see the Teferi action. Okay. So right now we've got a 12/9. We're going to have that exalted trigger coming in. And we can go Key to the City next turn to give it unblockable. I think we possibly could have, no, well, we have the exalted trigger. Yeah, we can definitely go Key to the City, give Kari Zev unblockable, and swing in. Should be able to swing in for commander damage was hexproof. So I'm not sure whether, other than a Cyclonic Rift type action, and then especially if our opponent taps out because of a mana web trying to get some planeswalkers down or something like that, then we'll be able to close it out with Kari Zev and Key to the City. So yeah, it should be pretty good. I might have been able to do that last turn. Honestly, I probably just missed it. So if you're jumping into the comments like, hey, why didn't you do this? Like, yeah, I just missed it. So. But yeah, with Key to the City, we're going to be able to tap it, discard a card, and make her unblockable. So that should be a good little spot, especially with that Exalted trigger. Then if something happens to Kari Zev, we do have Kazul's Toe. Oh, sacrifice a creature. Okay, yep, that'll get it done. Okay, now we can get the Toll Collector down. Depending on what we draw, we can start attaching a bunch of stuff to it, and especially if our opponent taps out. They've got 3 mana up. Oh man, if we had made the Hall of the Bandit Lord, that would have been beautiful last turn. So if our game plan is Kari Zev next turn, or the Toll Collector, I think either way we're going to be able to get it. So Toll Collector's 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, we're not going to be able to close it out with the Toll Collector, so I'm thinking I'm okay with going with Kari Zev. Kari Zev, once again, she's at this point in the game, Kari Zev has an eye patch, a wooden peg leg, and she's missing her arm. But she's not going to give up. She's made so many trips to the command zone. She's been a trooper. I wish they would tell you how many times it's gone. I think we're at 10 mana for Kari Zev. Yeah, we need to get into spots where we have enough mana to get down the Champion's Helm, and then we'll be in a good spot. And as far as mana goes, our opponent's at just 2 mana, and Teferi's just sitting at a 5. Okay. Okay, so let's go. Let's go Mana Vault. Let's go Mana Crypt. We got Outpost Siege, and we just gained a ton of life off that lifelink, so we don't have to worry about Mana Vault or Mana Crypt or anything like that. We're going to choose Tails on this one. All right. And then not going to pay 4 for Mana Vault. Okay, rip a mountain, and we've got the that's in our exile zone. So let's double check. How much is Kari Zev? Kari Zev is looking at 10 total mana. Kari Zev, hang in there, girl. Let's go. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 10 right there, and the Ancient Tomb. Okay, so let's go Hall the Bandit Lord because I want to be able to get that down if we want to go the Toll Collector next turn. So let's go and get that down. Let's go Kari Zev. Let's see. We're looking at let's cast this bad boy right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we're going to have enough mana to equip that Champion's Helm on there, and our opponent has 2 mana. And we're going to equip that Hero's Blade on there. All right. Champion's Helm. Alright, so that sticks. Okay, I think right now, equip for 3 and Grafted War Gear is a 0 equipment. We're just going to hold off right now just in case we get that Diabolic Edict flashback. But we do have Hall the Bandit Lord to give the Toll Collector coming in hot. So let's actually go Key to the City on this one. And then do we have any other mana? No, it would have been nice to get down this one right here, but yeah, we'll be in a good spot to where potentially we can kind of close it out with the Toll Collector swinging in hot. And so if our opponent does go for that flashback on Diabolic Edict, let's... Oh, Vampiric Tutor. Okay. Oh, never mind. I'm thinking, what is that? Man, I've gotten I've recorded Kari Zev for about almost 2 hours now, so I'm a little... my commander brain's getting a little tired. And plus, whenever you've got, we're looking at 25, 15, whenever we get to the 30-minute mark in a commander game, that's when we kind of start to waver off course a little bit. But yes, we got Vampiric Tutor getting fired off. But yeah, man, this has been a fun little match right here. Kari Zev's kind of held her own. Definitely good showing. You know, win or lose, this has been a very good showing for the deck, so I'm happy. And we lost the little equipment over there. Hang in there, buddy. That happens, though. Okay. So Teferi's at 5. You get the -1, untap some stuff. We've got the Mana Web trigger in response. I'm not sure if our opponent's accidentally doing that or not holding the mana in response, but gotta learn how to play around Mana Web. So depending on what they do, we have Key to the City. Right now, we're at 15 commander damage, and we have 6 on Kari Zev right now. We don't really have any tricks in our hand, but with Hall of the Bandit Lord, We need to basically, we'll have a card in our hand to get down either way because we can't make 2 land drops next turn. But we can chunk a card, Key to the City, and then give Kari Zev a, and we could, if we wanted to. No, let's see how much. Well, we're going to be drawing like 3 cards off Outpost Siege. I don't know if we want to pay 2 to draw another card. Yeah, let's say we could do that, but depending on what we want to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like 14 mana. Yeah, we could potentially discard a card off Key to the City, and then have that untapped step to draw an extra 2 mana, just to kind of draw an extra card. We may end up actually doing that, because if we get down the Shinka, and then we discard the Mountain, we'll still have the Toll Collector in our hand, so we're at the point in the game where we've got enough mana, so... Okay. Oh, whoa, what just... Oh, did we get... Okay, we got naturalized on that mana web. I did not even see... I'm just chatty. Kathy didn't even see that happen. I was like, why isn't his mana tapped? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go Key to the City on Kari Zev, discarding a Mountain. Gauntlet of Mites in the graveyard. And then whenever it becomes untapped, we're going to be able to draw a card. Okay, so let's get the Key to the City on the stack. We've got Mana Vault, Mana Crypt, Outpost Siege. See what we exile. Sword. Okay. Not a bad draw, but not crucial that we get that down. One that flipped on our Mana Crypt trigger. Not going to pay for Mana Vault at this point right now. Depends on what we draw. And we'll go and pay 2 off that one. Sword of Feast and Famine. Okay. And Worn Power Stone. Okay. So, let's see. Let's go. We do have Hexproof, so let's go ahead and discard a card, choosing Kari Zev. We're going to discard a card. Let's go and discard the... We'll discard the Worn Power Stone. Can't be blocked. There's going to be just enough commander damage. Yeah, and then we'll go and go for some Feast and Famine. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3. And then worst comes to worst, we can get down the Toll Collector next turn if something happens, just to get advantage around that. Okay, and then if we're getting that untapped step, and then we'll go Grafted War Gear. And we're doing this just because, just in case there's something crazy going on. I don't know what our opponent has. And then we'll go and pay 3. Okay. Look at all that equipment. Looking sweet right there. Okay, we got Hexproof. And then we still have the Toll Collector next turn to kind of clean some stuff up. But Cryptic Command, tap all creatures you control. Okay, fair enough. That is one way out of it. So we'll go ahead and pass the turn. And then if something happens to Kari Zev on our opponent's turn, we do have the Toll Collector with haste coming across. They're at 15, and we'll be able to get down the sword, attach all this stuff on there, and have Toll Collector have haste off the Hall of the Bandit Lord. And we can play the Shinka and give it first strike, and we'll be drawing a card to give it unblockable. So next turn, we'll be drawing a lot of cards, but whenever it becomes untapped, we can pay that 2 mana. So I feel like we're in a good spot. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, either way, win or lose, this has been a really fun match. Definitely a long one. I'm recording this before work, and I was kind of one of those. I was like, yeah, I've got time to record some Kari Zev before work goes. Oh, seasons past. Okay, let's see what's getting... Okay, let's go and clear out the reveal zone right now. See what gets targeted. Seasons past, so we got Strip Mine coming in. Vampiric Tutor... Cyclonic Rift. Ooh, that Cyclonic Rift, that's going to be nasty right there. Now, let's see. Our opponent's got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9. They're going to have 9 mana, which is going to be more than enough for Cyclonic Rift to cast that Overload. Cryptic Command. Okay, we're getting into spots where this is going to be pretty nasty right here. Alright, we'll go and get that set up right there. So Strip Mine, just played Strip Mine. So they have Cryptic Command, Vampiric Tutor, Cyclonic Rift, and Mystic Confluence. We do have protection on Kari Zev, but this is going to be a little feisty for us. So, yeah. I'm trying to think. So we still have Ragavan swinging in, but our opponent's going to be able to Cryptic Command... Mystic Confluence, yeah, Cryptic Command and Cyclonic Rift. So our opponent goes Cryptic Command next turn, taps out, taps all of our creatures, then Cyclonic Rift to follow up with Vampiric Tutor for like a Snapcaster or something. Strip Mine on that one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that'll get it. Okay, so we got Strip Mine right there. That kind of takes away the hasty action from the Toll Collector. Now, depending on how much they tap out, our opponent can leave up, obviously, Cyclonic Rift. They're doing this during their main phase. Okay. I guess they're trying to go for some Cryptic Command. Alright, so everything goes back to the hand. Okay, so that was Cyclonic Rift, and then we still have Cryptic Command to play around, and a Mystic Confluence to play around. So, what we'll do is we're just going to dump all of our mana rocks. We've got 14 cards in our hand. We can chain a lot of stuff between Soul Ring, Mana Crypt. Kari Zev's only going to cost 2. And we kind of just slowly kind of roll some stuff out. So, and let's see, how much mana? We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, we'll wait until they get done with their turn. Alright, we got Explore. Temple of Plenty getting fired off. But yeah, so we're probably going to go Mana Crypt, Soul Ring, Mana Vault, get all that stuff down, then try and stick a Champion's Helm. We have no way to give our creatures haste at this point right now, so and then we'll go for a Key to the City to give it unblockable. But it's been a very interesting game for sure. Yeah, when you're playing mono red against 4-color Atraxa, basically, it's a little bit of a rough matchup. Our opponent's got only 3 mana up right now. That's an interesting choice with the no, excuse me, they got 4 mana. Actually, give me 1 second. Okay, sorry, my cat was hitting the blinds right there. Okay, we got a ton of stuff to do. Okay. And what did we draw for the turn? We draw Rogue's Gloves. You may draw a card. Okay, so let's get all our mana stuff up and running. Let's go Mana Crypt. Let's go Soul Ring. Let's go Mana Vault. Alright, now how do we want to sequence this? So we have a Mystic Confluence and a Cryptic Command to play around. Let's go Helm, Champion's Helm. Now if they want a Cryptic Command, sure, go for it. Okay, there we go. And now what do we want to do? Let's make the land drop for the turn. So we get 10 cards in hand. Yeah, let's go for some Kari Zev. Let's go ahead and go Kari Zev. We've got the most mana up right now to pay for all those Mystic Confluences. Okay, let's go and stick the Champion's Helm on there. That does stick. Let's go. Yeah, if we had Sword of Body and Mind, that'd be awesome. Let's go Outpost Siege. And then we've got that, we're going to choose cons on that one. And then what do we not get? We can wait till next turn to get some of this stuff down. What sounds like? We've got 8 cards in hand, so we need to get 1 more down. Let's go Key to the City. And if they want to use that Cryptic on it, awesome. And anything else we want to do, we can go for some Hero's Blade. Yeah, we'll go Hero's Blade. That way, a backup plan, we have the Toll Collector to put that on there. Anything else we want to do for 1? No, we're good. Okay. Alright, so we've got, let me see. Okay, so we've got, trying to read your record right now. Sorry, when the game goes like 40 minutes, it's just get a little commander tired. I'm looking at what time it is and how badly I need to go to work right now. So hopefully we can get out. Either our opponent's going to time out and we'll win, or we'll close the game out with some commander damage. So, and let's get this back up here. So let's see what our opponent's getting tapping out for. Okay. But yeah, as far as next turn goes, so we've got Hexproof. So we've got Dig Through Time getting fired off. We're going to have a lot of mana to deal. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 9. Excuse me. We've got 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we can go for Sword of Feast and Famine again. We still have to play around that Cryptic Command right now. So that's kind of what we're... Mystical Tutor. Okay. But yeah, they've still got these 3 cards in hand. And do they have to reveal Seasons Pass? Oh man. But my opponent does have to close it out on a certain time right now, so I am not above getting a timed out win on this one. Once you get to turn 13, hey, the clock is fair game, man. Especially if they're going to start getting rid of Kari Zev, then we can get the Kazul's toll collector coming back. Alright, let's see. Alright, so Seasons Pass gets fired off. It's going to get shuffled back in, I think. Put on the bottom of its owner's library. Okay, so we're going to close that out, and we'll see what they're going to add to this little spread over here. But once again, hey, I'm not above getting a clock win on this one. Alright, ooh, some nasty stuff right there. Okay, so our opponent just played a Godless Shrine, I think. Let's double check. Plays Forest, excuse me. Did they grab a Forest? They did grab a Forest. Okay, so we got Crumble on Soul Ring. Okay. We're going to gain that life. And then we have Wretch Confluence, Toxic Deluge. We have Diabolic Edict. Ooh, we got a whole just mess of stuff over there. Alright, so we're going to sacrifice a creature. Sacrifice Kari Zev. She's going to go back to the command zone. Get that one crossed off. 3 visits is getting fired off. And once again, let's see. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 mana. I'm just going to see what we're going to play around. Vampiric Tutor is getting fired off. We're going to cross that off right there. The only thing is we just don't have haste right now. Our opponent, that was a really good play by our opponent, was taking out that I can't even think what that lane's called. Hall of the Bandit Lord, man. Okay. And let's get, yeah, I feel like Kari Zev at this point is just, she's tired. She needs a Gatorade. 1 second, kitty. Cat wants me to pick her up. I'll tap up to 4 permanents. Okay. And we're just going to keep trying to stick to Kari Zev right now, because Trinket Mage will not close the game out in time. So I'm not opposed to getting this. Armory Automaton. We're going to choose Tails on this one. Won the flip. Okay. Now, Armory Automaton's actually a really good draw. Not going to pay 4 for Mana Vault right now. Okay. So we draw a mountain for the turn. Let's get down the mountain. Let's go ahead and let's get some... yeah, let's go. Let's go Sword of Feast of Famine. We have no haste, and we need to leave up 3 for... And then let's see. We'll still have enough mana. We can go for the Sword of the Animist. Kind of want to get at a spot to where they're going to use that stuff. So let's get Armory Automaton down. Alright, and let's just attach... we'll choose Champion's Helm, Hero's Blade, Loxodon, Sword of Feast and Famine, and Sword. I wonder why we can't choose Sword of Feast and Famine. That was weird. I tried to click on it and it wouldn't let us protection from green-black. That's weird. Okay. Yeah, at this point, I don't know. Alright, so it looks like a Wretched Confluence is getting fired off in response to this. And then, alright, cool. Go for it, man. Adios. And then next turn, we can go for a Kazul's Toll Collector and get that down. And then let's go ahead and fire this Rose Gloves off with that last mana. Okay. Opponent's got the buzzer beater. Hey, when you're walking the plank, though, you know, you can fight all you want on the plank, but Kari Zev, she'll knock you off if you run out of time. So I am not above a 40 or 45-minute timed-out game win. I will take that in a heartbeat. That's one of the benefits of Magic Online. You know, if your opponent doesn't manage the clock, that's that happens right there. They might be able to pull away, but it's looking pretty good in our favor, especially if we keep trying to get a bunch of stuff down. Now, Toxic Deluge is going to be coming in. So, if we could just find some hasty action, like some... Alright, we got Narset coming in. And they already used the Deep Glow. Let's see, Cryptic Command, Mystic Confluence. And what we can do is we can try for the Kazul's Toll Collector again. Your opponents can't cast non-creature spells. Okay, well, we still got 2 creatures. So we get the Narset emblem over there. Got Farsi getting fired off. And our opponent still has enough mana to kind of get that nice little spread over there. Let's see if there's any other... Yeah, that deep glow skate coming in. That was nice for an Narset, but at least there wasn't anything else that could close the game out. Because at this point right now, hopefully, I got my fingers crossed. It looks like we're going to be able to close it out due to time. So, okay. So we got 2 coming in, drops us down to 29. Alright, so we got Mana Vault, Mana Crypt. We got the Outpost Siege. We're going to be quick on this one. Forgotten Cave. That's okay. We can cycle it if we want to. Let's use Tails on this one. Lost a flip. Down to 24. That's going to 5. Not going to pay 4 for Mana Vault. And let's see what we draw for the turn. Aggravated Assault. Okay. Okay. So, let's go ahead and go. Let's go Kazul's Toll Collector. Okay, so we're going to get now Kazul's Toll Collector. Let's grab the Champion's Helm. And I think... Oh, only anytime you can cast a sorcery. Swords of Plowshare. Sure, go for it. We're going to gain that life. Okay, let's go ahead and go for some... let's see. Let's play that... I wonder why we can't, oh, we can't cast, I can't cast non-creature spells. Let's go ahead and, let's go Kari Zev. So we're looking at a ton of mana. Actually, yeah, we're just going to go hold off on Kari Zev right now. I don't think we have enough. Well, hold on. We got the mana rocks over there, so we can get down Kari Zev. The only thing is, yeah, we're tapped out. Our Soul Ring's gone. We're looking at 11 mana or like 12 mana. Yeah, we don't have enough to even get down Kari Zev, so we're going to send that clock over. And let's see. But we should have enough mana next turn. Yeah, we'll see though. We'll kind of rewrite. I'm getting kind of nervous because a five turn clock, 5 damage clock swinging in with Trinket Mage and Deep Glow. That can get some stuff done. We're watching the clock right now. Not above a timeout win. Not above it. Oh, good. Yeah, that's Seasons Pass right there, man. Good game, man. Yes, yes, yes. We'll take it. We'll walk the plank on this one. Good game, man. Yeah, that's it's not. I'm not being cheap, but hey, part of the clock is that's what it is. So we got a little cyclonic rift swinging in. Sure. Kari Zev goes back to the hand. 5-4. Good game, man. Yeah, they're not going to be able to close it out on this one. They got 1 second left on the clock. Let's see. Yeah, that's going to be it right there. All right, we close it out right there. Hey, that's part of playing Magic Online is the clock right there. So I'm going to take that win. It's turn 15. I've got to get ready for work right now. So, all right, guys, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.